the right moment. This is the right year to hold on to our values. Don't let them disappear. Don't be shy or quiet. Let your voice be heard so loud. Stand up for what you believe. Show them that you're proud, that you are proud.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome again to www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. I'm Tea Party Charlie, otherwise known as Charlie Land, the outspoken radio talk show host and news director, and www.TeaPartyCharlie.com, here with a new video commentary every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you'd like to find past episodes, just go to our archive section and you can find all of the episodes of TeaPartyCharlie.com. If you want to contact me, I'm a guest speaker at rallies. I can come out to your rally too. Or if you just want to be on my email list, go to the contact section and you can email me right there. TeaPartyCharlie.com. You're listening to my new song. It is now copywritten and it is called This Is the Right Moment. This is the right year. And it is. It's 2010. It is a big year as all the Tea Party people across America are watching out for, of course, those politicians and all the moves they make. And this week, talking about right moment, right year, this is the right week because we have something very big coming up with Obamacare, and we'll tell you about that here as we come along, and a few other things that are going on in Washington State that could affect you and all of your other states, because we know there's a lot of Tea Parties nationwide that are keeping track right here at www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. So as we continue on here, what is the big thing this week? Well, of course, it's the Obamacare situation. We had the Obamacare summit last week, and of course that went nowhere, just filled with a bunch of lies. It was called the Whitewash in Washington, not the Thriller in Manila. And it was an embarrassment. We called it an O-Barrassment because O-Biden and Obama were an O-Barrassment in that facade for a summit on health care that we know as the Obamacare Summit. And of course, we're watching this week because even though we're just trying to get along and we want to be bipartisan, this is the week the Democrats are going to try to cram it down your throats with reconciliation. Let me say it again. They will cram it down your throats with reconciliation. 51% tied into a budget issue, whether you want it or not. Now, Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, Independents, they all say across the board, tear up the Obamacare plan and start over. Now, O-Barrassment says, oh, the American people want us to do something, so we got to pass this. We're going to do it reconciliation. No, you've got it wrong, O-Barrassment. They want you to tear it up and start over again. We made it through the weekend without health care, despite the fact that they try to imply that the world was going to come to an end if we didn't do something about it right now. Well, nothing bad happened. Everything's still the same. Take your time, tear up the Obamacare plan, and redo it. And for those of you in those states where they're kind of hedging back and forth on it, this is the big week. Call your congressmen and your senators and your local politicians, everybody, and let them know that if they go for this reconciliation plan and try to cram it down our throats, there will be a political price to pay, meaning they will not get reelected in your districts. I don't care what state it is. Very, very important this week to make your voice heard loud and proud and courteous. Always courteous. Principles on top of politics. Principles always come first. So it's big on that one. And you just knew it with the O-Barrassment Healthcare Summit because it was lie after lie after lie. And how do I know that? I know that because I've said it so many times now that the Obama administration is the most transparent administration in this great country, in the history of this great country. And it's so transparent. You know why I know that? Because I can see right through every single lie they are telling. And they told a lot of them there at the Obamacare Summit last week. And they'll tell a lot this week to make you think that it's imperative that they do the reconciliation and get this passed as a budget issue. Do not let them do it. Meanwhile, up here where I'm from in Washington State, in our beautiful capital, Olympia, do you know what they're thinking? And this can happen to where you guys are at too. They're sitting back, one, we're $2.8 billion in a budget deficit. So they're going to raise taxes. They got rid of the law, they suspended the law that said you need 2/3 of the legislature to vote to raise taxes. Well, they got rid of that. Simple majority. Democrats have a majority. Taxes are going up to the tune of $1 billion. Then they're going to get $600 million from the federal government, which is some of your hard-earned money that were just taken from other taxpayers. Then they say they're going to make a bunch of tax cuts, which they haven't told us what those are, and a bunch of budget cuts. Yeah, right. Probably to vital services, so then they can say, well, we shouldn't do that and we'll leave it on. We'll just tax you more. I don't believe that they are going to do anything in the way of tax cuts and budget cuts. It'll only be to hurt people to make them vote for new taxes. That's what they do in Washington State. But they've gone beyond that. They've got a new thing down in Olympia in the state capital of Washington State. They want a tax on bottled water, carbonated beverages, whatever. They want a 1-cent tax. Hey, 1-cent tax? That doesn't sound bad. Hold it. Read the small print. It's not a 1-cent tax per bottle. It's a 1-cent tax per ounce. Per ounce! What are they thinking? That means a 2-liter bottle of pop, like Coke that you get, what, for $1.50? $1 on sale? 64 ounces? So they're going to add a 64-cent tax on a 2-liter bottle of soda pop? And that bottled water that we love to buy up here, and you can usually get it for $2.99 for a case of 16-ounce bottles. It's not going to cost $2.99 anymore. With this new 1 cent per ounce on the 16-ounce bottles for a case, it'll go from $2.99 to $7.06. What are they thinking? How can you more than double the price of bottled water? Well, they say it's discretionary. It's not an important thing. That and candy and pop and gum and water and soda pop and everything else they can think of, they're going to put a tax on it. And what are they thinking? A 1 cent per ounce. That's 1 cup is 8 ounces. Can you imagine a one cup of water, 8 cents tax on it? Are you nuts? What are you doing down there in Olympia? Are you like smoking that medicinal marijuana, man? I can just see him in Olympia right now, in my state's capital. Wow, man. Hey, I got an idea, man. Why don't we do a 1 cent tax per ounce on bottled water and soda pop? They pay $2.99 now, and they'll pay over $7, man. That's so funny. God, I'm glad I thought of that. What did I think of? Did I say something? Oh, I know that was funny. Wow, we should legalize this so we can tax this too, man. What are they thinking down in Olympia? I think they are smoking marijuana down there in Olympia in the Capitol building. Because who else would be nuts enough to come up with a 1 cent tax per ounce on anything bottled? We have 20,000 bottling jobs in Washington. And the pallets they come on, and the bottles and the stuff that goes in the bottles, it's all made here in Washington State. Jobs will be lost. People will stop buying bottled water. People will go out of work. Businesses will go down. It won't raise revenue for taxes. It'll hurt Washington State. And believe me, if they're going to do it in this state, it's coming to a state near you and probably yours. So watch out for it. Tea Party people everywhere, this is the week between reconciliation on Obamacare and this bottling tax in Washington State. And believe me, if it happens here, it will happen in your place. Beware, people. Beware. Oh, I think I got that out of my system. I've been mad ever since I heard about this new proposed tax. So in the meantime, hey, let's go back to my song, This Is the Right Moment. This is the right year. Actually, this is the right week. This is the week we have to stop them. Be loud, be proud, be courteous, but make your voice heard on this reconciliation on Obamacare, the O-Barrassment care. We don't need it. Make sure your voice is heard, and don't let those people from my capital, wow, man, don't let them bring these taxes to your state out there. I'm Tea Party Charlie from www.TeaPartyCharlie.com, otherwise known as Charlie Land, the outspoken radio talk show host and news director, with a video for you every Monday through Friday right here at www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. Find me in the contact sections and look up past episodes in the archive sections. I can be a guest speaker at your rally or your event if it's close to me up here in Washington State. So I enjoy to hear from all of you from across the nation. Enjoy the day, enjoy the week, be heard loud, proud, and courteous. Principles over politics, okay? I'm Tea Party Charlie. Thanks for joining me. www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Hey, Governor, man, down in Olympia, man. You want a hit? And then we could come up with some more taxes. Maybe we could come up with a tax on flushing the toilet, man. That would be funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go pass this joint to the governor, man. Peace, dude. Love ya. Bye now.